Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Penda. If you are tuned in today, Fenty, you know, they did it again. They made another drop, so you already know that's my cue to shop. Yes, that was corny, but every time Fenty makes a drop, I always go ahead and purchase something just because I love their brand so much. So for this collection, I did go ahead and purchase all three of their new Stunna Lip Paint shades, and I did also go ahead and buy the two new Killawatt highlighters. So if you're interested in seeing how I achieved this look, as well as seeing my thoughts and opinions on these new products, make sure you go ahead and keep on watching. I will put timestamps down below just so that you can see where each portion of the video is in case you want to fast forward to a particular spot. Make sure you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy it. Now without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so I am here. I did go ahead and do my base off camera. Everything that I use on my base as far as foundation, concealer, and contour is from Fenty Beauty, and I'll go ahead and link a video above where you can see me use their concealers if you're still interested in seeing how they work and if they're good or not. On my eyes, I did use the P.S I eyeshadow palette, which I featured in a haul as well. So if you want to see a tutorial on this look, let me know. It was pretty basic, pretty simple. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Wattabrat from the Fenty Beauty Killawatt that they just came out with, and I'm going to use this to put it as a shimmer over my lid, as well as use it as a highlighter. Now if you know me, you know I love pink, so this is like every pink lover's obsession. It is so pretty, and I feel like it's not even showing in camera. Let me get it focused. So as you can see, it is the standard Fenty Beauty packaging with the FB in the center. I did also go ahead and purchase Chillz. So I'm going to do swatches of the two first, just so you can see what the shade looks like. This to me is more of like a topper shade. I am going to try to use it as a highlighter on its own. But as you guys can see, it is very pink, but it's also very silvery. It has a lot of silver speckles. Fenty loves silver. That's something that we've been learning as they've been coming out with products. Guys, I just struggled getting this open because I have tips, and I put a whole dent in it. Like, it's literally falling out, but I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna push it back in. It don't say FB no more. All I got is a big B. So I did go ahead and purchase Chill Out as well. I'm just gonna let it center and focus so that you guys can see the shade. One thing that I will say about this is that the way it looks when you just look at it in the pan versus the way it swatches is very different. This is very much so one of those shades where it's like you really have to put it on to see what the color actually is. So this is what Chill Out or Chillz looks like. So Chillz is kind of like an icy blue. So as I was doing swatches of Chillz and Wattabrat, I started to notice that they reminded me of some shades in the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. So I did go ahead and swatch them just so that you can get a reference or a comparison in case you have the Alchemist palette, which I have used in the past before. So this is the pink from the Alchemist palette in comparison to Wattabrat. The main difference is that Wattabrat has a few more silver sparkles in it, and then when we go ahead and compare these two right here, this one is going to be Chillz, and then this one is the shade from that Kat Von D Alchemist palette. So again, the main difference is that Chillz has more silver sparkles. As far as the shades from the Kat Von D palette, in case you were wondering what the two shade names were, it is Pink Opal and Blue Sapphire. So that's what I'm comparing the Fenty Beauty Chillz and Wattabrat to. I'm gonna go ahead and use Wattabrat for this look. As you guys can see, I did kind of like a pink and purple smoked out look. Valentine's Day is tomorrow, so you know we gotta do a Valentine's themed look. So I am gonna go ahead and take a brush to apply it. Now me personally, when it comes to applying shimmers, I would prefer to use my fingers just because that's when you have maximum color payoff and it just glides on your eyes much easier. But because I do have on tips, it becomes very difficult to get the shade to actually show up and to get a precise application of the shadow. So I'm gonna go in with the brush, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to apply it on. One thing I will say is that when it comes to a lot of shimmers, sometimes when you press into them, it has a lot of fallout or you get a lot of chunks. This one is getting a little bit, but definitely not the most that I've ever seen. And I just coated both sides. And then what I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna take my Morphe spray and I'm gonna wet it on both sides just so that it glides on more like a shimmer. So let's go ahead and get into the application. So I just zoomed you guys in and I tucked my hair back just so that you can see what it looks like as I'm applying it. So, oh my God, this is so pretty. If anything, I'll go back over my wing liner and fix it, but I don't know about you guys, but when I look at this, I'm getting full Barbie vibes, Barbiana vibes. Wattabrat on my lids looks really beautiful. At first I was doing it in like a cut crease motion, but I was like, you know what, I want it to be more blown out just because I want this to be a look that anyone can do. So you can grab any pink and purple eyeshadow you want, put it on your eyes, and then you can get any type of pink shimmer, or you can get Wattabrat and just blow it out on your lids as well. It's a super simple look. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Chillz, and I'm just having bad luck with Chillz because my nail just got stuck into it again. But I'm going to take Chillz and I'm going to apply her on my inner corner just because why not? I want to be able to use this as well, and I feel like there's no rules to makeup. So I'm just going to take Chillz, dab into it. I'm not going to wet, actually I am going to wet it. Let me not lie. That'll actually be better. So I wet it and I'm just going to go ahead and apply it on my inner corner. It's actually not coming up that much, but I feel like it's coming a little bit. Yeah, you can see it. It's adding a little something, a little dimension. So I finished applying Chillz in my inner corner. I feel like because it is like a pressed glitter type of formula, it didn't really give me that much shine as I would hope, because it's a little more difficult to work with when it comes to putting it on your inner corner. But I feel like it just added an extra effect, extra dimension, so I'm fine with it. What I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to go in with Wattabrat, and I'm going to try to apply this as a highlighter. Typically when it comes to highlighters, I wouldn't use something that has so much glitter, but you know, it's 2019, we're going to try new things. It's pretty. It's a lot of glitter though, so as you can hear, I'm tapping off the excess because I actually put a lot on. And I'm just gonna blend it upwards. What I think I'm gonna do is on the other side, actually, no, it's pretty. Once I spray my face down, I feel like it's going to take away a little bit of that glitter. This for me though, if I'm being very honest with you, moving forward, I wouldn't just use this as the highlighter on its own. What I would probably do is go down with that Kat Von D Alchemist palette and put the pink opal as a base first, and then go over this as a topper, just so that I can control the amount of glitter that comes out with it. So for a second, I was actually about to go in with the Kat Von D Pink Opal color and just mix it in so that it wasn't so glittery, but I feel like it doesn't look bad at all. It's a lot, but I feel like I can work with it. What I'm actually doing now is I'm taking my blush brush and I'm just going to use this so that it can almost act as not only a highlighter but as a blush as well, and kind of spread it out more so that it's not as concentrated, and that's also going to help with lowering or getting rid of some of that silver sparkle. But as I'm looking at it on my face, I feel like it looks really pretty, and this shade within itself is gorgeous. This is definitely not your everyday, like you throwing this highlighter on to run to the store, or you know, this is very much so like an extra look. You have to be going for this type of look in order to get away with this highlighter. Or if you are someone that like is into makeup and you like doing creative stuff, you will really love this. I feel like it looks super gorgeous. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get into the lips, but first, brow bone highlight. So for my brow bone highlight, I am going to also go in with Wattabrat, and I'm only going to apply a little bit. The more Wattabrat settles into my face, the more I really love it, because I just feel like it just adds something to my look. Like I'm really feeling the way that the lids and the cheeks look together. So now we're gonna go ahead and get into the swatches for the lip products, and you guys know I bought all 3 of them, so let's go ahead and swatch.
We gon' break up, then we make up, act like we're gonna be friends. Flames the fire, take me higher, leave it all over again, all over again. Leave it all over again, all over again. Leave it all over again. We gon' break up, then we make up, act like we're gonna be friends. Blaze the fire, take me higher, leave it all over again, all over again. Leave it all over again, all over again. Leave it all over again.
Alright guys, now that I'm done with the look, I am going to go ahead and just give you guys my final thoughts and a rundown on these products, as I always do in every review video. So the first two things that I want to talk about are going to be the Fenty Beauty Killawatt Highlighters, and as you guys know, this one is Wattabrat and this one is Chillz. For these two, they do retail for $34, and whether or not you think it's worth the amount definitely is going to depend on you, your makeup style, and the items that you already have in your collection. So for me personally, as you guys saw, I did have two similar shades from the Kat Von D Alchemist palette, and they are different in their textures, but they do look very similar in the shades. For me personally, if I had to choose which one I would wear more consistently, it would definitely be the Kat Von D Alchemist palette shades, just because they have less of a glitter content, or less glitter is packed into it, whereas with the Fenty Beauty Kilowatts, there's a lot of glitter in it, and the glitters are silver. However, when I applied the shade on my eyes and I used the Chillz in the inner corner, I feel like it looked really, really pretty, and I also feel like I made it work beautifully on my skin as well. So it could just be my preference in that I'm not used to having a lot of highlighters that have silver in it, but I feel like it still pretty much did come together. With that being said, I don't see myself picking these up consistently or every day to the point where $34 is something that I'm like happily paying for it. But because I love Fenty and I do like having different types of makeup in my collection, I am going to keep them. The one con that I have about all of the Fenty Beauty Kilowatts is just the packaging. If you are someone that has tips, if you are someone that has long nails, you are going to struggle with getting these open. As you guys saw, I made a huge dent in my Chillz one just because of how hard it was to open. So that's one thing that I really don't like. So overall, when it comes to getting these two items, do I recommend it? Depends on who you are. If you are someone that loves makeup, you're an enthusiast, or you do beauty blogging, these might be items that are good to have in your collection in case you get really creative one day and you want something for your eyeshadow look, or you want a topper for your highlighter. However, if you're just the everyday person that just wears makeup for events, you don't really wear it every single day, then you don't need these two. I do wish that these were $25, but again, I already bought it, so there's nothing we can do about the price. So next I'm going to go ahead and talk about these Stunna Lip Paints. As you guys know, I did go ahead and purchase all 3 and 2 swatches for them. I feel like I don't really need to talk about my pros so much, just because I've done a few Stunna Lip Paints videos and I will link them above. So we know that the formula is amazing and that you get a lot of pigment just off of one swipe. I really want to talk about the shades and how they worked and how I felt about them. So my favorite two were definitely the pink and the purple. So that is going to be Undefeated and Unlocked. And I'm actually wearing Undefeated on my lips with Unlocked in the center. You want to see how extra I was? I threw a little bit of gloss bomb on top, and I used a little bit of Wattabrat in the center just to see how I could play around with the shades. So I really, really do like these two. I feel like they were pigmented. They gave me everything that I'm looking for, and the shades look beautiful on me. The only thing is that with Unlocked, this one stains a lot. Like if you look at my hands, I have pink all over it. So that's like the only negative that I have about that shade. And then as far as Unattached, I don't like this one at all. And my dislike for this is not because of the shade itself, because although the shade is really, really bright, I feel like it could work, especially if you're on vacation, if you use a nice liner. This shade is very beautiful on deep complexions. The reason why I don't like this is because it was very patchy when I was applying it, and I had a really, really difficult time getting a even coating on my lip, and I had to keep reapplying it and trying to figure out if I needed to use a brush to kind of blend it in, or if it was just the shade itself. And I came to the conclusion that it's just the shade itself, because I didn't experience that with the other two. I feel like because this is such a bright and almost like a neon color, it was just a difficult formula to perfect. So this one for me personally, it didn't really do it for me, just because it was really, really splotchy and patchy on me and the way that I applied it. Maybe you might have better luck. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I experienced. So for that, I think I'm going to return this, just because I feel like it's too much work to put this on. When I apply lipstick, I just want it to work. I wanted to put it on and it just, it's on. You know what I mean? That's just how I am with makeup. I want it to work without me having to force it to work. And I feel like I was doing too much with trying to get this to look nice and evenly applied on my lips. So for that, this one is a no-go for me. All right, guys, that is going to be my final thoughts on these items. Make sure you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comment section down below which items you loved, which shades you were loving, if there's one that you were not feeling. Do you think that these items are worth the price? Let's go ahead and get the conversation going. I love you guys so much. Until next time. So if you got into this part of the video, as you guys know, I did hit 1,000 subscribers recently and I wanted to do a giveaway for you guys. However, in my last giveaway, I selected 3 people and they won tons of items. And I had such a hard time picking people to win because I feel like I get so much love and so much support from all of you guys. And I really hate having to limit how many people I select to win a giveaway. So what I've decided to do is that for my next 15 videos, you heard me correctly. For my next 15 videos, I'll be selecting one giveaway winner to win one item from the features that I made in that video. So if I did a chit chat, get ready with me, or a review, or just a full face of first impressions, whatever it is, you will get to pick one item that you saw in that video that you would like for me to send to you. That will be a gift and my giveaway to you. The way that you let me know, as you guys see in every video, I always ask you to comment down below and let me know what you think, what your thoughts and opinions are. And if you read the description box, you'll see that I always ask you guys to tell me what item you like or you would get or that you already have. So what I want you guys to start doing is when you comment, just go ahead and add, if I could win one thing, it would be, and then tell me what the item would be, the shade. Be very specific. So we're gonna start off with this video here. So I hope that is clear. I hope that makes sense. So as you guys saw, I featured 5 products in today's videos, 3 lip paints and 2 of the Killawatt highlighters. Just comment down below which item you will want. So tell me the shade and the specific item, and I will select one person to go ahead and win. How I choose the winners is honestly just gonna be dependent upon who I see consistently engaging. As I said, it's gonna be the next 15 videos. So you have to be someone that consistently watches me to know what you need to do, because I'm not gonna be telling you in every video to comment down below which item you want. You just have to remember. You just have to know. I might throw it in sometimes, but I'm not always gonna tell you guys. So this is really gonna be for the people that truly, truly support me and watch my videos and comment and engage with me, because I really, really wanna thank you all for everything that you've done for me as far as just giving me support and making me want to continue to upload videos and just following my passions. You know, you make me feel like I'm doing something right.